Have you ever had one of these experiences? You have a big test coming up and you have a hard time studying. You start scrolling, you run to the refrigerator, you get on the phone with a friend, or you're taking a test and your mind keeps wandering, you keep staring at the clock. Every noise in the room distracts you. Your mind wanders into thinking about what's going to happen if I don't pass? What's going to happen if I fail? In over 40 years, as a performance psychologist, I have heard these complaints hundreds of times. People come to me and say, Dr. B, I can't focus. There's something wrong with me. People often think that their difficulty focusing is a personality trait. That's just how they are. Well, it's not a personality trait. Being able to focus and stay focused is a skill, and you can learn it. Before I give you what you need to be able to focus and stay focused, I want to answer a very basic question. Why is focusing important? As I mentioned, for over 40 years as a performance psychologist, I've been working with elite athletes. I've been working with neurosurgeons, dentists, lawyers, and many other people who have to perform under very stressful conditions. One of the things that really distinguishes these people is their ability to stay focused. Think of the neurosurgeon. She or he has to be very finely focused. They can't let their attention wander. They have been trained to stay on task. They have been trained to stay focused, just like the elite athlete, just like the dentist or the lawyer, just like you as a test taker. You're under a lot of pressure. The clock is ticking. You have a tremendous amount of information that you have to bring to your attention so that you can think clearly and you can reason and you can answer questions accurately. The pressure is very high. And, a lot of aspects of your future may depend upon your test scores. There's a lot of pressure. So for you to learn how to focus, to develop the skill of focusing, is absolutely essential if you want to perform your best on a test. In over 100 years of research, we know that those people who can focus and stay focused keep their stress at an optimal level. And when your stress is at an optimal level, that's when you perform at your best. If stress gets too high, your focus is all over the place, your stress is going to go up, you won't perform at your best. If you don't even have any stress, I can't care about this, who cares? Same thing, your performance is going to suffer. So when you focus, your stress is just at the right level and you perform at your best. What is focusing? Well, in English, the word focus is a noun and a verb. The noun is the goal, and the verb are the actions that take you to the goal. So the person who is highly focused has a goal, and they keep taking actions that get them to the goal. A good example is the sport of basketball. What's the goal? The goal is to get the ball in the hoop. What are the actions that take you to the goal? Passing, dribbling, shooting. What if you're moving down the court, you're dribbling, and suddenly you turn to the stands and you see a friend in the stands? Hi. Is that an action that's taking you to the goal? No, you're going to lose. People who are under a lot of pressure know how to stay focused. They have a very clear goal and actions that take them to the goal. How does this apply to you as a test taker? So first thing is, what's your goal? Now, over many, many years, most students think that their goal is to get a high test score. In fact, a high test score is an outcome. What do I mean by that? The goal when you're studying for and taking a test is to, first of all, learn the material really well. Practice taking practice questions or writing practice essays. Learn from that. Improve your skill at the test taking that you have to do. And when you get into the exam room, know how to stay calm and confident and focused. Though that's the goal, is really to become a better or even the best test taker you can be. How do you apply all of this if you're a test taker or you're preparing for a test? Well, first thing is look at your goals. As I said, make sure they're all about learning the material, Practicing well, improving your skill, improving your flexibility of thinking, being able to really keep your concentration on the test, all of those things. And when you get into the test, to know all the tools. So that's how you apply it. So the first thing is look at your goals. Are they your goals? This is so important. Sometimes students come to me and say, yeah, my parents want me to get a high score. Well, actually, that's never really going to work because you have to be motivated yourself for yourself to attain that goal. So that's so important. Make sure the goal is your goal. The other part of this is that you know the tools for staying focused. And there are 3 tools for staying focused. The first one is, so I'm talking about now when you get distracted. The first tool for staying focused is just to become aware that you got distracted and stop. That's the title of the first tool. Stop. Just stop the distraction. Ask yourself the question, is this action taking me to my goal? I'll give you an example. You're studying well, and suddenly a notification pops up on your screen and you go to your phone. Stop. Is that distraction taking you to your goal to really master the material? No. So the first tool to stay focused is stop. Just stop the distraction. Ask yourself, is this taking me to my goal? The answer will be no. The second tool is to listen. Listen means listen to the direction that you're getting for how to get back to your test item or to the thing that you're studying. So again, I'll give you an example. You're studying, well, let's actually talk about you're taking the test. You're taking the test and you're really focused, you're staying focused, and then suddenly you get distracted by a noise in the test room. Stop. Ask yourself the question, is this taking me to my goal? No. Listen, go back to the test item. That's the direction you're going to get. So you listen to take in what the direction is. And then the third tool is just called fulfill. You follow the direction of the voice and you go back to work. You fulfill that direction. In my 50 years as a teacher and 40 years as a practicing performance psychologist, I've had hundreds of students refer to me because they're underperforming on tests. Too much stress, low performance, not getting the scores and the outcomes that they would like to get. They've really studied this for a long time. Why are they underperforming? Many of them, most of them have taken courses, they've read books, they've done online programs, all of which have provided them with valuable information. But there's missing some things. They're missing the tools to perform under pressure. Perform doesn't just mean at the test. It means while you're studying, while you're practicing, and on the test. And that's what I provide in my online course titled Crush Your Test Anxiety. If you want a very comprehensive course where you can learn how to stay calm, how to be confident, and how to be focused while you're studying and while you're taking a test so that your outcome can be what you would like it to be, I highly encourage you to take this course. In it, you will get all the 9 tools, 3 for being calm, 3 for being confident, and 3 for being focused, and how to practice them, how to use them, how to get stronger as you prepare for it and study for a test. You'll find the link in the video description to register for the course. Now, because you stayed to the end of this video, I want to offer you a 25% discount. So when you find a link to register in the description, make sure that you include the discount code, which is CYTA25. Register for the course and get what you need to perform at your very best.